I have a special treat for you this week, so check out the personal message timestamp below. Is it true love? That is the question of this reading. Whether you are in a relationship or not, we will see if true love is yours or on the horizon. What can you expect in your love life? Soulmates? Twin flames? For your reading, just choose a color, feel free to pause and meditate if you wish, or use the oracle timestamp below for help. You will see it's a little frilly this week, so get ready for that. I have laid these out as numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The colors corresponding to the hearts are black, red, pink, purple, blue, and green. So I'll give you a moment to choose. I would like to express my appreciation for all those joining, returning, supporting the channel. Feel free to click the links below and get yourself something. I offer private readings, merch of sorts, and am also taking suggestions about what kind of readings you prefer. Let me know your feelings. It's confidential if you wish. As always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Our only true constant in life is change, and you alone can forge your future. To use the oracle, simply pause the video and find the timestamp for your heart below. Try as many times as you like. Alright, I'll see you there. I brought you a personal message this week. Just pause the video for your specific card. The oracle is next. I can see your energy in this is the Ace of Pentacles. And that is the sort of energy that is like just starting the nest egg. You are thinking about your future and you know that you've got a little bit ahead of you. It's a long path and you feel like you just entered this garden of abundance. Okay, you much feel like this person could provide for you in the future. They can make you feel safe. They have something to offer you. And then it has a chance to grow. This is nice. It's something new. If you're already with this person, maybe you've started something new with them. Or just that this is something fresh. A fresh start. Maybe they're just a kind of a breath of fresh air in your life, especially physically. They may treat you differently than anyone else has treated you. It may be something a little more welcome to you, something that comes a little bit more natural. This could be more the type of relationship that you've been looking for. Now, the second card here is here to represent your partner, their current feelings, attitudes, and expectations. Now, since it's a death card reversed, I'm getting that they don't feel like anything's going to change with you. Intuitively, I feel this is a very good thing. They want this. You know, there's a closeness here. There's something very lasting, something they can count on in their lives, and they don't feel like anything really needs to change here. So this is almost conflicting because you feel like there's a lot of growth, and they feel like everything is just fine. I love this golden path being here, along with the Ace of Pentacles, because you're outside of the gateway alone. And what brings you together is your faith, your perseverance, and your determination. You know that you have a steadfast purpose, and you are not going to let that go. You're flexible enough to know that your path can vary, it can veer, but you have a purpose in life. And although the way is not always clear, you're going to follow that purpose. You're going to stick to your principles, and this is the golden path. Your faith and determination are on that golden path. Since the Ace of Pentacles is so tied to money, to physical prosperity, to abundance, I believe that something that you are doing, that you know you are supposed to be doing in life, is going to bring you two together. So this could be a work relationship or a creative endeavor or just someone maybe they spark you. Maybe they are your muse and you are theirs. You two are going to be accomplishing something together. And this is very, very lively energy. This is good. This is good. And I don't know how this could be more perfect, because for your relationship strengths, we have co-create. Okay? And I believe you will be making something together. You may have a combined purpose in this world, and you will be creating something that has lasting changes. Something that definitely makes that nest egg and that security that you are both looking for and want in life. I see that it will be celebrated. I see the owl here with the wisdom to go out and do that tightrope walk. It's not easy in business or in any endeavor, but we know we are walking a tightrope with success. Success likes to come up and kind of give you a little false ending right before it hits. And it looks like all is lost right before you find it. So do not stop 3 feet shy of your success. Keep going. I see the animal here. I see the big cat here with strength. And I think you two are going to have a really strong working relationship. Even if you don't like work on anything specific together and you are not like, I don't know, creating a movie or a book together or whatever, or you don't work in the same building together, I know that you will be strengthening one another. And even if you just co-create a happy environment at home, you're like coworkers, you're a team. This is a strong connection. Okay, to me, this is true love, where you're not codependent, you're co-responsible. I like this. I go where you go. Tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? That for words you've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken, too long begin to heal? That eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? Remarkable. Our findings exactly. Okay, well this card is telling me there's a lot of people interested in you. This might cause a little bit of friction in your relationship, especially if this person kind of wants to be your one and only. Like this card here shows, they want this. They kind of want to be in the spotlight with just you, and no one else shares you guys' spotlight. So that might be something you have to work on a little bit. You may feel a little stifled by them, like they don't want to change or a little steadfast. They find you and they're done looking. That's not bad. There are definitely some qualities to that. So keep that in mind, because that might be what you're looking for. And, I want you to be gratitude and, I want you to have gratitude and be gracious about that if you can. The outcome here shows me that you're probably going to go kind of deep with this person. This could be a philosophical connection, and you're going to learn a lot together. You might even be doing things a little bit by the book and not be straying too much from whatever traditions you two have. That is going to be a very responsible and deep knowing kind of connection, where you just know. You look at one another and you know. I pulled a quote for you, and it says, "Open wide your arms if you desire an embrace." This tells me that you need to be open to this if you want to receive that embrace. If you are closed off and you are showing this person that you are closed off, then they're not going to offer this at all. That hand is not going to extend. Luck is on your side. I feel like this is nearly foolproof. You have this, and sort of kind of in the wraps. They're not seeing anyone but you. This feels very much like true love to me, if this is what you are looking for. And they are not here to change you. They're here to accept you and embrace you. And they are going to be increasing basically your productivity and your happiness, your abundance. This person's going to add a lot to your life just by loving you the way that they do. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to see what might your relationship be like, just for fun. What? Oops, oh, that's a lot. You're going to have a lot of things to do together. Oh, maybe you guys might kind of compete, see who can make each other stuff, like homemade stuff will mean more to you than purchased items. Woo! Somebody's going to put the effort in. Yes, like putting the effort in the little fine details. You know, they get you a cup of coffee in the morning, it's going to be just the way you like, and they might make it pretty. They might pretty it up. And they're not going to hide their dark side from you. If they have pain, they're not going to lock it away from you. They're not going to allow it to weaken you guys' relationship. You're going to become stronger. I'm going to take one more of these, and then we'll take some charms. What else? Oh, look at that. The great outdoors. I'm going to take that as you guys are going to be very open. And you're not going to feel caged in with this one. Even though they may only want you and not really care for how many other people are interested in you, they're not going to impose that as a rule. And I think that's very important. You are free to make your choices, and you know how that affects your life is going to be something that they will discuss with you. They're not going to wall you off and try to own you. All right, let's see what the charms say about this connection. This is looking pretty nice. See if we have any messages. Ooh. I've got thing, happy. Oh, it flipped over to trip. You guys might go on vacations together. We've got the key, which is again like the book talking about knowledge. This might take a little bit of intellectualism for you both, or you might just find it easy to talk to one another. You might unlock one another and go deeper than the rest of the world ever did. Ooh, we've got swiftness. This might not take long. It might not be someone that it takes a while to get to know. You may feel like you know them right along, like people know their friends when they meet them more than they know their acquaintances a whole lifetime. You guys are like instant friends. So this is good. If you already know this person, I think you know who I'm talking about because they've stood out to you. Communication is going to be key in your relationship. So keep that flowing and keep it grounded. Don't get too heady with your communication. Stay modest. Happy trip. And with this pentacle, yeah, I think they're going to have you flourishing. You're not going to be wanting around this person. You're going to have, instead of this feeling of lack and never being good enough that you get sometimes in life or allow yourself to get into, they are going to help encourage you to feel like you have enough. You have enough to offer, you have enough to bring, and you are worth something. Okay, they're going to have you building. They're going to have you building like your wealth, your abundance. This is great. If you have had financial difficulties and started some sort of business, entrepreneurism, or new job, or creative endeavor, whatever this Ace of Pentacles moment is for you, that spark, that ignition of, that idea that's going to push you forward. Forge with that. That is where this might be, if you have not met them, where you meet this person. And this can be a clue to move quickly. Learn everything you can that might impress them, this knowledge, and of course carry you further, even if they're not impressed enough. I'm always saying care about you first, and the rest will come. This is a terrific reading. Let me know if it resonated with you. If this added value to your day, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to catch me again. Have fun. All right, you have a terrific energy in this connection as the Empress. You are like Venus, and you are attracting just all sorts of things to your life. You can build pretty much anything you set your mind to. You rise like the phoenix from every situation. They may find you very, very attractive, and this is a fertile energy. This is fruition, the harvest. It's also building blocks. So, kind of having that always something to look forward to sort of thing going on. They will not get bored with you, and you make them very comfortable. You may just open right up around them, and they may feel that you're taking really good care of them, and they like your style. I mean, you just really have what they are looking for. This is a good sign. Their energy of the Queen of Wands, you might find them to be equally attractive and entertaining. You may see them as being sort of an ideal in a sort of way. You might notice that they have a large following, an entourage, so to speak, that they're very creative. You will not be bored with them either, and there is a lot of growth and expansion. This person is going to find more solutions and problems around you, and they're going to be strong enough to continue to work no matter what. And I see 3 in both of these crowns. 3 might be, or 33, might have some significance to you because those crowns are really standing out to me. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Everything's going to be in the open. It's going to be a very familiar connection. Not a lot to hide from this one. You're just going to feel very at home. And I'm not seeing anything negative here. I'm not seeing anything negative between you two. So far, so good. I see a lot of love, but potential. Now we have listening. What's really going to bring this person into your life is treating them once again as if you have nothing to hide from them, that you're completely comfortable around them. Your ability to open up, kind of expose yourself to them. Literally, just to be open and honest and treat them like the star that they are to you. They deserve your attention. They deserve to know that you're relaxed around them and comfortable. And I also see that if there's any cycles that you guys share in your lives, that you will be overcoming them. You will be creating positive movement in one another's lives. And you got kind of like a magical connection going on. So keep listening, keep your ears open. You may want to tell them everything, and that's okay too. Be open, be honest, but allow them space to also open up to you and allow them room to shine. Your greatest strength in this relationship is that what you give will come back. You may at times find that they are a lot like you, or that they respect you with what respect you show them. So that in that way, you can sort of forge the relationship that you want, just in the fact that they will give you what they're getting. because they see that as love. They see your love as being strong. When in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Be vulnerable. When there's no doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Yes, universe, you did make the life, a little bit too easy. Okay, so this is not about being stingy. They find you very wonderful. I mean, you might be the person that bakes them cookies, for instance. You are making them comfortable and happy, and they love that nature, and it's going to come back to you. You will have an equal and very amorous partner. Someone that will be just as good and open and honest and loving and respectful and, I don't know, charitable, whatever it is that you want from a relationship that you are willing to give, you will receive. It's a beautiful moment of equality. Now, your struggle might be opening up. They want a lot of intimacy. They want the truth. They want to know, do you truly love me? Is this a wise connection? Is this honest? Do you have inside of you something that matches what is inside of me? And they will ask you that. Okay, they might even get on your nerves a little bit with it, but if you wear a mask around them or if you try to hide something from them, they're going to feel cut off from that. If something happens in your day and it displeases you and you just even want to process it, you might want to tell this person, can you give me a little while to process this before I don't want to give you false information. But make sure they know that you are not hiding something from them, because they're not checking up on you or surveilling you. They just want that deep and honest of a connection with you. They want to know that you two matter. They know that the true wisdom in the relationship is not to allow the world to separate you and make you feel vulnerable basically to anyone other than one another, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm not talking about codependency and nothing creepy. I just know that sometimes you don't want to tell someone something and it can separate you. You feel like, well, I couldn't tell you that. That's not going to flow with this one. Okay, some people will understand. This person wants you to take that mask off around them. The show must go on, yes, not around them. Be real around them. The outcome of this, I'm going to take as good. To me, you are going, it's going to be some work, but this could be very lasting. Yes, you have a gift of love. You have happiness, affection. You're going to be appreciated here. This is no fake, okay? This one might pick you flowers and bring them to you instead of trying to impress you with something that just isn't real. I see a lot of authenticity here. But make sure that you check your own heart. Sometimes we tell people what they want to hear, and that's not going to flow well here. Nothing is sweeter than the awareness of God. You guys might have some faith or religious type connection, and maybe this person's going to appreciate that you have someone above them. Ooh, dreams come true for you. That's a pretty good sign. If you know what it's like to have someone make sure that you're supported in what you always wanted to see happen in your life, this person might be the one to do that. Okay, I'm going to pull a few of these cards right in front of you. Let's see what you might expect in this love connection if it goes. If you open up and give them the attention and depth that they need, what is this offer of love going to look like in your future? Okay, there's one. Oh, wow. Well, that's great. Well, since it's like the rainbow like that, I think this is going to be very understanding and exciting. Like a multitude of things. You're going to, that creativity is going to pay off. Oh, and I'm taking that as hard work. You're going to have the creativity, the effort. You can have like a poet on your hands here. You know, someone who could be marked as a creator or a creative. But with this, I really feel like kind of the white picket fence sort of life. You're going to be the one that sort of pins them down, so to speak. Why am I getting aquatic love from that? I feel like underneath everything, just like this, at the depths of it, you've got this love flowing out. You know, that there might be places where things feel kind of muted and uh, covered over, but that love is going to still be there underneath everything else. All right, let's pull a few charms and see what we get there too. See what kind of messages we might get about your person. Us, help, and know. Oh my gosh. So someone who's going to really kind of dig deep, like I'm saying, you're going to have this. Wow, this could be like a very, very healing energy. Okay. Um, if you've ever been hurt before and felt closed off, I think you're going to find something within this person that opens you back up again. And you're not going to feel, um, ashamed of anything about yourself again. I feel a very gentle spirit with the dolphin and a very open heart. That seemed pretty clear to me. Now, this is kind of my skipping stone. I believe this one tells us to know that we are protected by gratitude. Okay, enjoy the little things in life and remember that they are what really matters. If they pick you flowers from the field, like I was saying, don't ask them why they went out and bought you roses. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already know this, but sometimes people will kind of get in our heads about that, and they're like, "Well, did you get a new car out of them?" Or I don't know. That's a horrible example, but you probably know what I'm getting at. Appreciate these little things. And these little things are that's where that's their efforts, their love. Okay, I don't want you to lose someone so precious and special and gentle with you and understanding because someone just disillusioned you to something you already know what really matters. If you guys sit and skip rocks all day, that is worth a million Rolls Royces. All right. Okay, that is what I see for your reading. Remember, your dreams are coming true. This looks like true love to me. Congratulations. If this added value to your day or resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for supporting the channel. Have fun. Okay, so I see that your energy in the relationship is the Page of Pentacles reversed. So they might feel like you're something they're already quite familiar with. Even if you have not met, physically, they are not going to be shy towards you. I think they're going to admire the fact that you can and do help others. And you pay attention to yourself and you don't like overextend yourself. Maybe in the past you kind of wore yourself out doing things for others, or maybe not. But either way, right now, you are in a place where you take care of yourself and they appreciate that. You aren't going to be the type to come at them later saying, I did too much for you, because you're strong enough to and kind of know your limitations of what you want to do for other people. Some people overextend themselves, get a little bit too serious about helping others and pleasing others, and that's not where you're at. We have them as the King of Cups. This is someone who has a lot to offer you emotionally, and they are going to look out for your heart. This isn't to say that they haven't, mastered their own emotions or in a good place. They're on a throne. They're good, stable. They can offer you true love. This is a very good card to have in this position because this may be the king of your heart. This may be exactly the kind of person that you can count on and will take care of you. You may see love places that you wouldn't normally because of this one. And they might be the type to just embrace you. You may feel it just continually like cuddled. Whether physically or not, you may feel completely embraced and loved. And they'll also be wise and good to you. So this is a very assertive relationship so far. Nothing too unbalanced. Very good energy. Since we have guardian here as how you two get together, this could be supported either by your spirit guides or your ancestors or a strong connection. Either maybe this is a friend of the family or someone that maybe they've been around. If you don't know them already, maybe they're that type that's around and you just haven't noticed them yet. He's probably right there and you just really have not looked at him, is what I used to hear a lot. You just haven't seen him for what he is yet. That's a very powerful energy, someone that has respected you and been in your life. If they're not already in your life, I bet they kind of have an in. They know someone. There's a connection already. You guys are going to have a lot of strong physical attraction. Things are about to get really juicy. You're not going to get bored with one another. A little heads up on an addiction that afflicts us all. Really old souls giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. That's very King of Cups. And I feel like it's also Page of Pentacles reversed. You're going to take care of one another more than being selfish or caring about, what am I getting from this? What kind of, you might have come into this relationship wondering if you would both be happy, and that's very good. The tough thing might be this no place like home feeling. You may have, I don't know, kind of nested up, have yourself a pad or a place where you feel like you belong. Maybe you're a little set in your ways, or maybe they are. As a matter of fact, maybe you both are. But feeling at home somewhere. And I feel like you're just on the cusp of it here. You just got to get over that ridge. You're almost there. Like maybe you get to be really comfortable and happy and giving to one another, but you don't know, are you really home? Is this really it? Are you really set? Or maybe you're just both not the type to set anything in stone. This is a finite thing and I don't deal in that. I don't narrow it down. Certainty is not my thing. You both might have a little bit of a hard time committing to one another. I don't feel like acquiring physical property is going to be a problem for you two. I just feel like you might have some resistance. Your living space is probably not really the big issue here. I think it's just feeling at home with one another. But I don't think this is something you cannot overcome. If you're at home within yourselves, then it's not going to matter. The outcome, we have the Bear. Now, this speaks a lot to me of protection, of great strength. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of being at the top of the food chain, right? You're doing well. 15 is a fantastic number, but it does warn us a little bit. And be aware that people might get jealous of you. When you're out in the lead like that, yeah, other people are behind you wondering where, could I get there? And a common mistake is thinking I'll get there by knocking that one out of the lead. So beware of jealousies, beware of like the haters and the doubters and the people who are going to exploit some of your weaknesses. I think you can be okay, though. The Bear is also about protection to me, resilience. As long as you face these things and you don't just leave them in the dark, I think you're going to do just fine. We are refreshed by the imagination, not by old sayings. That's odd because I was thinking this is something kind of long-standing to me, looking at these cards. And yeah, you might really want to go with your creativity with this one. Look for love basically everywhere and go with your creativity. When it gets a little weird and you're falling back on I know all the old expressions and things that you believe you've learned, remember that every moment is a fresh, brand new moment, and you still have that opportunity. Okay, especially if you don't always feel like it's easy to connect to people. Every moment is a new, fresh opportunity to kind of make it right and enjoy it. Dream bigger. Oh, I love this card. For relationships, this is great because you can accomplish a almost like an impossible to other people's opinions task. This isn't the improbable. You do not want to underestimate this or yourself in this situation. This is fabulous. Everybody's doing really good this week, you guys. True love. This has true love potential. I am going to pull some cards out of this for you, right in front of you. Let's see what kind of things, what symbolism could we see with you guys together? What are some of the clues along the way so that you're like on the right path with this one? Oh, wow. What did I say? Like, yeah, looking up in the clouds, you're going to notice love. Looking out the car window, being at work. I once saw at work like this shape of a heart on the floor, and I'm like, oh, love. You will see it everywhere. In the ordinary, you will see love. And I feel like you're going to be doing stuff for one another. Oh, I got the book. Okay. So maybe this is a clue to get more information. If you have some doubts and you feel a little out of place with them and something is like a little off-putting, that get some more information. Be strong. Don't be fearful. Give them space to speak, if that makes any sense. Don't just close them out because suddenly, oops, sorry about that. Just because suddenly you don't feel completely at home. Don't close them out immediately. Keep communication open. I'll grab some charms about your connection. Ooh. Wow, beneath, treasure, and peace. Wow, that's really super powerful. So this is going to be a peaceful connection. I don't see a lot of arguments. They're going to treasure you. And yeah, look beneath. I really feel like something on the surface might not be what it seems. Look beneath it. Get more information, okay? Dig a little deeper. This is supported. We have protection twice, basically, with these black stones. And I feel like your heart is going to be safe with this one. This is another stone of protection, but I feel like this is like at night. You might have some strange dreams. Something I think is going to be a little difficult for you. Do that dream work, dream journal, and don't be afraid to transform your fears. You would be surprised how powerful those can be. Whatever is beneath them is an opportunity for growth and change. This might be someone who helps you unlock that because they've got that heart. They are true of heart. They have done the inner work. And, they're done sailing those seas. They want to settle down. Okay, this is what I see for you. If this added value to your day, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Subscribe to catch me again. Until next time, have fun. Your energy in this reading is signified by the Two of Wands. Now, this is a card You kind of have like the whole world in your hands, right? Literally, you are looking out and kind of surveying everything. This might be about the World Wide Web. I don't know if maybe you're kind of in between a couple decisions and there's some sort of internet connection going on here. Maybe you guys talk online or you've met online or that's how you communicate now. Two is a decent partnership. It's the pillars by which we build a lot of relationships of equality. I feel like you have a choice going on though, and you're kind of sticking at home with this. You're in your stronghold, and you are looking for something that is going to add to your strength. You want a solid foundation. You really want something that will last, and you're not being petty or you're just not out for fun. You want something that matters. Okay? So you're looking at prospects. Their energy in this is the Five of Wands, and that is a very conflicting and driven and competition driven card. So you could see that they're very creative and they enjoy change. They might not like to settle down. They may have a lot of people that are vying for their affection, and they may like it that way. You may find that they have quite a few suitors. If this is not a problem for you, this is an attractive individual, very creative, very competitive. They will try to be the best at whatever they are, and they might be the best at love. They may be very physical. They might even be kind of sporty. Someone who might fight for your affection too, and not mind if you have other people who, like you kind of both look like you have options to me. You both are not really being, not that you don't want anything serious, but you're not going to be told, hey, one person looked at you, so that you're locked in. You're both, I don't know if this is new or old news, but you're definitely both, and at the time of this reading, even though it's timeless reading, you're both you're considering what all your potential and possibilities are in this world and what's going to be the strongest and best connection for you. I love this teacup, by the way. It just looks so much like a happy home and a happy life. And I feel like that's overall what the two of you want, whether it's from each other or not. Inner child. Now, how you two are going to connect, I see as be your inner child. Whoever you two both are, you have either very similar upbringings or reactions to those upbringings. Okay, you've got something deep and almost primal. It's going to feel almost primal because this is what you built yourself on. It's very basic level. You are going to connect. Okay, and they're going to mean a lot to you. There's going to be a lot of attention and really like almost like a childlike wonder with one another. And I feel like that's going to bring some innocence into your relationship. I want you to be careful with that because when we connect with our inner child, they are an older version of ourselves, and we are kind of like on 2.0 once we get into adulthood. So the beta version of you might not handle everything as well as the person you have now. So keep in mind that you want to still be present. When you're with this person, if you find yourself being a little immature and not maybe you're playful and that's great. Okay, that's a good connection. I'm not knocking playfulness in a relationship, but make sure that you also give them the maturity and the responsibility and mutual respect that they deserve. We don't want that to lack in your relationship. You're going to have some strength knowing that all there is to love has been there all along. This feels like someone, maybe you met them when you were younger. Or maybe it just comes like second nature to you both. when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. Wow, that's weird, because I was just saying you kind of need to grow up with them too. You don't want to stay in this too young of a mindset. Okay, it's good to be having fun and playful with them, but make sure that there's growth in both of your lives, and that, if they help you find your inner child, that you talk to that inner child. Bond with them. Don't make that a separate entity. You may have a tough time, and this has to do with deep knowing. When I see this card, you've got the moon here, was kind of like an unsurety. We're not positive what's going to happen next. And the deepest kind of knowing accepts that there are no certainties in life. So you may feel like is this wise? Am I going to lose this person? Neither one of us are all in. Is this going to work? Might be something that keeps occurring to you. You may feel just a little unstable. Like there's just something underneath the surface or just out of your view that you're just not seeing with them. So keep in mind that you're not going to know everything. Certainty is sort of death in a way. It's death to growth. Once you become certain of something, you set it in stone and you refuse to move past it. It's like a rule. So keep that in mind. Remember that you don't need to know everything to proceed. You still have, enough to go on. Keep going, keep growing. I think the outcome here being this anchor. The anchor speaks to me of sticking close to home, being grounded. You might want to stay. And that's going to be a different message for everyone. So please take what resonates and, how this applies to your situation. You're going to stick close to home. Some of you may feel tethered. And if that becomes something that you do not like, because, maybe there's some immaturity in here, and then please do address that. I'm not saying you have to leave or, anchors are on a boat for a reason, and we need them. But make sure that you've got a healthy connection with this person, and it doesn't end up feeling like it's dragging you down. Know when to ground yourself and when to let things loose, and there's always a time for different things. But I think this is going to be stable, and you could have a lot more faith with this one if you stick with it. It might be tough, but you might both share the same attitude about love. The joy that comes from logic and reason is brief. Well, that's great, because we got the deep knowing as being something that might be trouble for you. Logic and reason really don't have that much to do with love. So if a mathematician tries to map out love, it doesn't always work out right, But you could have something so nice with this one that it sort of defies logic. It defies reason. It loves beyond belief. Reach for the stars. I think this is a sign that you can have what's best. However this connection goes, you know how to reach for the stars. You deserve the best, the highest you can achieve. Okay? So keeping that in mind might really, I think that's going to be very key, whether this succeeds or not, but it might actually help you succeed with them. I'm going to pull some cards from this. Let's see what your connection might be like. Whoops, well, there's one. Oh, wow. So you might find love in the ordinary. You might feel free. And this might mean something about the fall. If you have not met them, you might meet them in the fall for a few of you. But definitely some ascension with the blue sky coming through. You will be rising with this one. If you give this the time that you want it to, you are going to be on the rise with them. We've got more great outdoors. Maybe you guys are going to like the outdoors together, spend some time like picnicking or camping or just going for walks. Lots of green too. Could be heart chakra, could be really going in deep. There we got more red and green. So you could have Christmas, and this one came out, and that is that two inner children just meeting and loving one another? I think that is. If you guys did not meet in your childhood, your inner kids are so like, they're like best friends. I think even if you don't decide to date this one, this is an important connection for you to love a part of yourself. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to get some charms for you. Try to see what more clues we can get about the connection you may have with them if you decide that they are a good option for you. Oh wow, it's all metal. We got all metal. No stones, no words. Oh, we got another leaf. Oh my gosh, this is about growth. This is, like, how many things said growth? Lots of attention with these stars too. You guys really might get along on a physical level really well. And maybe it is the fall. Whenever you see a lot of leaves. Princess, we have 2 crowns. Oh my gosh. I feel like you're going to get together and play like king and queen, you know? And we've got, I'm thinking you guys are going to expose your underbellies to each other pretty quickly. Aww. We've got the sun, everything being out in the open, that innocent, young, joyful energy, that childlike wonder for the world. You're going to explore a lot with this person. Got transformation. Yes, this is such a young, fun, peaceful, peace-loving energy. Easygoing. We've got the angels. I feel like both of these are saying made for. Are you going to like craft some stuff together? I think you're going to be doing some fun projects together. I'm not sure what. I like homemade items, but whatever it is that you guys like to do, you're going to have an easy time doing it together. We've got you just paired right up. Like 2 best buds who just reunited. Okay? This is beautiful. This feels very fun. Okay, so don't discount this relationship because of uncertainties. All right? If this added value to your day, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to catch me again. Have fun. Your energy is represented by the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me you might not want to really offer what you have going on. It may feel a little bit surreal to you right now. You don't have the faith to open up your heart and show someone everything that you have going for you. Something might have come along and told you that you really just aren't cut out for it. Do you know what I mean? And if anybody has ever come and told you that, or circumstances have seemed to pile up in your mind, that is an illusion. I also feel like you might be giving and it's not completely authentic. So to go ahead and feel like taking a fresh look at things is not going to hurt you. All right? Their energy is like, I feel like they're not quite at peace with this. There's something that neither one of you are seeing about it. And they don't feel like this is evenly yoked. They're the bad side of a stalemate. We're not sure which way to go with you, and although they are quite agile and they are very able to do this. I feel like they're a long way from it, and they just don't know how. I mean, they're closed off, and they're just not really sure how to be anything but guarded around you. So right now, the way this stands, it feels like there's quite a bit of resistance coming from both of you. They might not feel like they want to make any choices. Well, you just not knowing the way forward. Now, the way to get you two to connect is that universal heart. Knowing that we really could all be the same. If you sat back and you imagined being in that person's shoes, being born into that family, being brought up in that school, being in that lifestyle, maybe they have experiences that you just have never really had the opportunity to have. Maybe they grew up in the city or in the country, or maybe they're even not even from the locale that would make any sense to you. There's something beyond all of that that connects everyone. And if you sit there and imagine yourself, what would I be like? I think you're going to be able to connect with them. And it may take that. It may take taking yourself out of yourself long enough to know, well, I could be that person and I could find myself in that circumstance and my perspective could be that way. I may not have that perspective, but I can respect that they do, and they have the right to that perspective. I believe that's going to be a little bit of effort, mental, emotional, and ego-beating effort to connect with them, but it could be worth it, okay? The strength in your relationship is that your treasure is at hand. With all of this going on, you have a great opportunity at your hands. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. And you both seem to be kind of, I don't know, considering other things. So the strength would be to know that it's right here and it has been here probably all along. Now, that's not going to resonate with everyone, and this message is for a collective, so be careful with who that might be meant for, okay? If you see something different in the cards, go ahead and take that too. The tough part is going to be Treasure Island. Yes, that doesn't really usually seem like a bad thing, but maybe there's some differences between you financially or even spatially, like geographically, you are not on the same island. I feel like there is a fiscal difference here. You may be separated and not know how you can even reach that person. This could be someone that either has a lot of money, or you do, or is from a different class or a different country. Maybe you're not available to one another right now. That's gonna cause some difficulty, but think treasure. I love this. Treasure and treasure. Okay? If you treasure one another and your perspectives, you will have exactly treasure. You are kind of creating this relationship. You are co-creating it. And since you're both in the same energy of, wow, I'm not sure what to do, indecisiveness and kind of holding back, it could be unlike, following the map to the lost treasure. Are you really letting anyone else in? Well, I don't know. This could be good. The outcome here, I believe classically this is the gentleman. Okay, this is someone presenting themselves to you. You see the heart. They are not inauthentic. They are just closed off. Okay? So I feel, look at those two. Like you just are the same. But do you understand you are the same? Do you seeing one another through this universal heart? If you speak well of others, you will always be in paradise. Oh my gosh. So your treasure island. Um, if you, well, if you speak of one another, yes, you may have that island paradise. Give it space. Oh, so this separation, it could be like divine timing. It could be something that has to happen for a little while for you guys to grow to see one another's perspective. Okay, give it space. Even if you do spend time together physically, don't get clingy or codependent. Give it time. If you get in an argument, step back, take 2 steps back. I'm gonna see you when my thoughts make sense to me. I'll be right back. It'll be okay. And we're not always perfect, so do forgive yourself if that doesn't happen 100% of the time. But that's the idea. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards from here and see if we get any clues. What would your guys' relationship be like if you decide to overcome this distance between you, this perspective shift? I actually kind of like relationships like that because you sort of expand each other's horizons. You don't, I don't know. You don't have to agree on everything to be in a relationship. Oh, look at that. I feel like you're going to have some freedom with this one. Room to explore. Lots of excitement. Lots of excitement coming for you two if you do hang out together. Oh, look at this, and that's so sweet. And yet the one is like, oh, what are you doing to me? I mean, does she look that way to you? She's like, oh, so much. Give it space. Don't overdo it just because you feel it. Oh, and I got 2 again. So we've got, wow, I get that this is going to be kind of in the ether for a while. Maybe you're connecting over the internet. Blue came out for blue too. That's kind of cool. And I see that as a path. You might pull forward with this one. You might have somewhere to go with this one going forward. Let's pull the charms and see what else we get. Where did I put the charms? See if we get any more messages for you too. Oh wow, we got peace. So you can turn this into a peaceful feeling with one another. The reverse meaning of this card is peace. And 1 and 2 might mean something to you. Of course, 28, 9. We've got faith. Oh, look at that. That is my true love. That is my true love charm. So you could pull that out of this. You could go understand, music. Maybe it's a musician. Maybe you connect with music easily. You guys will sit and listen to some songs and speak of them. We have an angel and 2. That's 2 protections. Your heart is safe with this one. They are going to take care of you. Gold. We got Treasure Island and gold. Look at that. Treasure Island and gold. You guys might know the key to prosperity together. Sometimes love can really open that up. We have 2 butterflies. That's a lot. Maybe you will transform one another. And I see once again, faith. You might not be of the same faith, but keep practicing. This is supported. Okay? This is a supported junction. And yes, more prosperity with the grapes. I think you're going to have a little luxury in your futures together. So be kind to one another. All right? Okay, if this added value to your day, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to catch me again, and until next time, have fun. All right, you guys have a very unique energy, okay? You have the Seven of Cups. This is telling me that you dream kind of the impossible dream. I'm getting that as an individual. You will strive for things that other people won't. Um, Some look at the sky and see clouds, and you see possibilities, okay? Um, and all of these things could be yours. I, I see a lot of a lot of things just coming easy to you. You've got the headspace, uh, you've got the serenity to continue on. You can master your emotions, and they may come to see you as someone who really, it just, they kind of admire how calm you are in situations and how nothing really seems to phase you. Don't let this get out of hand, because mastering your emotions, it doesn't mean don't express them. Don't suppress or repress your emotions. Be sure to keep them coming out positively, or I don't know. Maybe the need to be artistic might help, but make sure they're still being processed and you're still feeling those emotions and not denying them. Their energy. They may have felt done before, just done. In their head, they were over it. But now they've found some freedom. They've got the will to continue on. So this is it's a little bit of trial and error right now for them, because I feel like they're starting over. They're beginning a new cycle. All right. They've had some trouble getting out of their head. They've had some trouble feeling betrayed, feeling that who is there for me kind of feeling. But they're not alone. Okay, I feel like this coming out with this card is a little bit of a footprints. You guys know the footprints poem. If you don't know the footprints poem, yes, it was then that someone carried them. They might not realize how loyal people are to them right now. But I do see a lot of freedom in their future if they are feeling held back or caged or whatever. Their victim-like mentality is going to be leaving. You're not going to have to deal with that in the future. What's going to bring you together is the power of your relationship. You already, or maybe just instantaneously, if you've not quite met this one yet, have really good communication skills. You have a gentleness with one another. And I see this angelic quality between you two. You're supported. I feel like you're going to be fairly treated here. Okay, but what's going to bring you together is forming that relationship, working together, being open, being honest, being communicative, being true, and focusing on strength of that union. So it's going to be a commitment. It is going to be a commitment that draws you in. Maybe just the willingness to commit. Okay? And your strength together is that you've got time. If it doesn't come right away because of past hurts or any imaginations that might be struggling to see it working, you have time to make it work. There is no rush. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever wildly in love and loved wildly? Wow, that's great coming out with the 10 swords. Maybe this relationship is going to be the obverse of this imagery. You won't have betrayal. You will have loyalty and honesty and respect and love and realism, realistic expectations. I'm not sure about the word expectations, but you will be working together towards something. I see that you will have a little bit of hard time finding loyalty with one another. You see that they're balanced and that they know they both have to work at it, but because of some of these things, okay, you You might find yourself closed off and you might find them hesitant. Remember this, that you have time. It's not a rush. We don't get into relationships for them to be perfect from day one. We work. And I feel like you're going to make a very happy home. I see this heart here. And you're going to have the kind of loyalty that comes from someone who appreciates finally finding, that wild love, that just as much as I've been hurt, now I can be loved. And I like to balance the justice of the life kind of feeling. The outcome here looks a little crazy because someone's going to come and try to take this away. Where you guys have these weak spots, somebody's going to try to come in and kind of steal that cheese. I don't know. 23 is about change. So this is up to the two of you. Your relationship can be strong, but it's up to you. Ultimately, if you want to work on this and have, this wild love and love wildly, or, do you like it when mice come in and take from you? I don't feel like these people mean you well, so you might want to stay loyal. What I'm saying here is stay loyal, okay? I cannot promise you what they will do, but that is in your best interest to strengthen yourself. Sorrow shakes yellow leaves from the branches of the heart, so stubborn green leaves may bud again. Are all these cards saying the same thing to me? It's like you felt this pain, Your person felt this pain so that they could come here with you. And oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. You're going to just have growth and love, and just let's get rid of these mice. They're not coming into this relationship, okay? And the going gets tough. Stick together. Of all the lights, you are the warmest. Wow, I just feel like you're going to get so appreciated. It might look daunting, but you're going to be so appreciated in this relationship. This is a very warm and loving and loyal. Like it might take a while, but once you get there with this one, it's going to be so sweet and so amazing. All right, I'm going to pull you some cards to see what kind of clues are you going to see along the way with this one. What might the relationship actually yield and be like? Oh, we've got green. I'm just going to take that one. I feel like we're going to have to hit the books a little bit. You might have to do some learning, get more information. If someone comes in and tells you something, don't believe it right away. Get information from wherever. I mean, lots of advisement. Okay, I got that twice. This is under the surface. So under the surface, remember that there's still love. You might not see it. It might be hard to express at first. Oh, look at that. It's going to be sweeter, though. Did I not say it's going to be a sweeter love? It's like you don't get these baked goods. Just, I know you can buy them from the store, but when you make them, there is time is put into that. Lots of time. Okay? Let's pull some charms and see what we get there. This is a very triumphant love. This is the kind of like we beat the odds kind of love. And there's something to that. That is not an everyday sort of love. Oh, think. Oh my gosh, not every day. And we get a unicorn. Very unique sort of love. And I see that strength is going to matter a lot. This is something sacred. When loyalty comes into question, remember what is sacred to you both. Be strong. That relationship is going to bring and keep you together. So keep your head about you. Keep your head about you. I think this is going to be really special. Okay. The choice is always up to you, but if you see it through, I think this is going to be a very special connection. All right. This is what I see for you. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to catch me again. And until next time, have fun.